If somebody is diagnosed with diabetes, he's going to get sick more often.
It is really not true. When your sugars are very poorly controlled or very high, it is true that your immunity does suffer.
Only medicines can control his diabetes, nothing else.
Biggest myth needs to be busted today and forever.
Only you can control this, not only medicines.
You're absolutely right, Akhil.
Doctors can never get diagnosed with diabetes.
And doctors have some of the worst lifestyle.
Home remedies are the best in treating diabetes.
Show me a study that backs that up.
One myth that you would like to burst.
I've been waiting the longest to bust this myth. And this is currently the biggest myth that I see almost every patient come in with.
Welcome back to part 2 of Sweet Talk with Bito, and here we have Dr. Anupama Singh again with us. So the next myth is straight out of the YouTube comment section. I read somewhere that if somebody is diagnosed with diabetes, he's going to get sick more often. A lot of complications are going to come along with it. Is that so?
So I think we should not go into scaremongering. It is really not true that you're going to fall sicker or you're going to have a lot more problems. When your sugars are very poorly controlled or very high, it is true that your immunity does suffer, and so you may be more prone to infections. It is also true that when you have long-standing diabetes or if you have very poorly controlled blood sugars, you are more at risk for complications like neuropathies where your nerves can be affected, or a nephropathy where your kidney may be impacted, etc. So it is true that you can have these chronic complications from diabetes.
But not necessarily that you're going to get sick.
No, but the whole crux is really keeping your disease under control as far as possible. Well-controlled blood sugars, you can expect a normal lifespan and a healthy life.
Now, myth number 7 is that if somebody is having diabetes, only medicines can control his diabetes, nothing else.
Biggest myth needs to be busted today and forever. The challenge with diabetes, why is it such a difficult disease to manage, is because at least 50% of the management, if not more, has to come from the patient. Now, if you have high blood pressure, you can just give them a pill, and if the dose is correct, the blood pressure gets controlled, right? If you have headache, you take a pill, your headache goes away. In diabetes, that does not happen. You give the patient medicine, the sugars will not normalize unless the patient watches what he eats, exercises on a daily basis, sleeps on time, makes sure that he's not drinking too much alcohol, and also manages his stress well. Now, all of these things the patient has to do. Unless he does it, his sugars will not get controlled. The doctor will end up just escalating medication to the point that the patient may actually need to be put on injectables as well. So therein lies the challenge with diabetes management, wherein the doctor needs as much to and fro with the patient as the patient needs from the doctor.
So as far as I've understood in this conversation, diabetes is induced by you and your bad lifestyle, and only you can control this, not only medicines.
Brilliant. You're absolutely right, Akhil. So diabetes is basically a simple food-related disorder, which has now burgeoned into this huge health burden, with all over the world. Now, what makes you think that diabetes, why is it suddenly burgeoning? So in India, in the last quarter of a century, so in the last 25 years, diabetes burden has increased by more than 60%. Why has that happened? It's our lifestyle. So the foods that we are eating are not correct. The lifestyle that we're living, not enough physical activity. We're not even able to utilize the calories that we are consuming. So we're not even burning that much. That's how sedentary our lifestyle has become. There's more smoking, there's more drinking, there's more eating out, there's no sleeping on time. And all of these things eventually is contributing into this disease, which is called diabetes.
Now the myth number 8 is out of my curiosity. Doctors can never get diagnosed with diabetes.
Oh. Well, doctors are human, so they're not a superhuman tribe. But you'll be shocked to know that doctors have some of the worst lifestyle of everybody that you would see. And so they have a higher prevalence of diabetes than the general population. So while the general population has a prevalence of about 11.2% in India, doctors have a prevalence of diabetes of 13.3%. So that's higher. So just because you've read about it doesn't necessarily make you smarter.
So again, it's about your lifestyle.
It's absolutely about your lifestyle. Also, but I must add here that doctors also tend to have a more stressful life, in the sense there is more shift duties. The nature of their job is such that they're dealing with life and death situations, definitely much more stressful. So in that sense, they're dealing with a much more stressful lifestyle. But at the same time, that's no excuse for not taking care of yourself.
Now, myth number 9 also, I got from some fitness influencers channel, कि if you go to gym regularly, you will never get any disease in your life. So, not even diabetes.
Okay. Well, that is not correct, because nobody can ever predict that you'll never get any disease in your lifestyle. Nobody can say that. Yes, being physically active is very important in the management of diabetes. It's very good if you're physically active. But at the same time, one has to understand that weight management is 75% diet and only 25% exercise. So basically, weight is managed in the kitchen, not in the gym. Going to the gym is good, but again, I see a lot of young gym goers who are also doing anabolic steroids, who are also doing a lot of heavy duty protein supplements, who are also doing pre-exercise, boosters, which are really not good for you, excessive caffeine, palpitations, and a lot of other problems. So it's not as if gym is the solution to everything.
So that's the answer I wanted to have. Gym is not the solution for everything.
A lot of problems it's creating also. We see so many.
Now my list is very long, but I'll try to keep it short. One more myth which I really want to understand is home remedies are the best in treating diabetes.
How do you say that? Show me a study that backs that up. So there have been meta-analysis, there have been small studies also, which have found that home remedies like Karela or Methi or cinnamon does reduce blood sugars. Unfortunately, we don't have any kind of a double-blind, randomized controlled trial, a study which will really give you scientific evidence and scientific backing, which will show you that yes, taking this much of this compound this frequently in the day will reduce your sugars by this much. So unless we have that, scientific evidence, we're not going to ever be able to claim with any degree of confidence that home remedies can reduce your blood sugars. So currently what is happening is people are doing it in their own homes with whatever luck, with whatever benefits they can accrue. Some of them have improved sugar. Some of them manage it well with their lifestyle, with their diet, with their exercise, along with the home remedies, and they're able to control their sugars for some time at least. So if at all, and I would say that we should, this is something that we have natural wisdom with over many centuries, where we know that these are substances which are easily available in every home, and they can help to control your sugars. So if we are able to build on this, we can actually have proper scientific evidence that this much of this compound will reduce your sugars. It will be excellent because, these are cheap, available in every home, easily accessible to the millions of Indians who are battling with diabetes and pre-diabetes. So if you can standardize this treatment, nothing like it.
What do you mean by pre-diabetes? What is pre-diabetes?
So when you said that there are 10 crore Indians who are suffering from diabetes, unfortunately, you missed out on the 36 lakh Indians who are also suffering from pre-diabetes. And pre-diabetes is that state where their blood sugars are not normal, but their blood sugars are still not high enough to be labeled with diabetes. So that is called pre-diabetes. And pre-diabetes is the stage which leads on to diabetes if you don't do something to stop the disease in its.
So pre-diabetes is the alarm. But as an add-on, I want to know, do doctors really recommend home remedies?
It is not in our purview because we have no scientific evidence. B, we don't know how much of taking the home remedy is going to cause improvement in blood sugars. So exactly what are we going to advise our patients? But if the patient says that he's taking Karela or he's taking methi or cinnamon, we don't discourage the patient because this is something, as I said, there is some anecdotal evidence that it causes reduction in blood sugars. Methi, there is a study which shows that it has a great beneficial effect on the cholesterols as well. And they have hardly any side effects. So there's really no reason for a doctor to discourage the patient from using home remedies.
So now I want to ask you as a doctor, because you get so many patients, one myth that you would like to burst from those questions that patients ask you.
Thank you so much, Akhil. I've been waiting the longest to bust this myth. And this is currently the biggest myth that I see almost every patient come in with, where they think that taking allopathic medicines is causing them to have kidney failure or liver failure or any other kind of organ damage. It is not true. Please let me reassure you that all allopathic medications go through a very, very long and a very strict trial phase. And there are something like more than 50 crore diabetes in the world currently. And I would say at least 80% of those are on allopathic medications, maybe more. And all of them are doing well. Some of them are managing their sugars very well on these allopathic medications. And whatever organ damage or kidney involvement or liver damage, whatever you see is typically as a result of the disease itself. So diabetes as a chronic complication can lead on to you developing nephropathy where your kidney gets damaged. Or also diabetes, is also associated with fatty liver. And fatty liver over a long period of time can also lead to cirrhosis of the liver. All of these diseases that you see or complications of diabetes that you see are basically an impact of the disease itself and not because of the medication.
So that was a great talk with you, doctor. There were so many myths that were busted today in this video. And I'm sure if you guys are watching this, you will definitely share this video with your friends and family, because I'm sure these were the questions you really wanted some expert to answer them for you. And if you have any other doubts or myths in your mind, you can drop in the comments below, because we have experts with us. They will definitely answer that for you, so that you are no more hanging around with these myths and move a step closer to a better health.